This video is brought to you by PlayTracker. Stick around at the end to find out more hot stuff. Welcome back to Yahtzee Tries, and we'll start things off with Big Hops, which I think is referencing the manner in which we react to a dog stretching by saying, "Ooh, big stretch," except with hops instead of stretches, because the dog is a frog. Yes? Yes, thanks for coming with me on that. So we are a frog. We are a frog, and we're going to eat a sandwich. Don't you give me that look, Hop.
Sandwich.
Sandwich? Because frogs notoriously eat a lot of sandwiches in the wild. In Big Hops, we play as Hop, a young anthropomorphic frog, hanging out in the woods with his sister, who leads a dull, average life and longs for adventure. Because isn't that always the way? I have this sense that when it comes to associating animals with human traits, frogs are the animals that most embody averageness as a quality. Like in cartoons, where everyone's an animal person, the frog is the one most likely to be a generally normal, unremarkable person, who's maybe a bit of a nebbin. Seems like that to me, anyway. But I digress. Now, this is the thing frogs are supposed to eat, not sandwiches. I see a sandwich. This must be what it's like for an owl to notice a mouse in the middle of the forest. Mid-air sandwich. Best
oh my
kind.
god.
In-flight meal.
That thing's even heavier.
Yep, and I'm pulling it with my tongue.
Grim.
Because I'm a freak. Hop is kidnapped by a mysterious other-dimensional being who tasks him with a quest to save the universe that he refuses to explain properly, and Hop responds in broad terms by telling him to stick it up his arse for the entire game as he focuses on finding a way home. There's a rather pleasing note of cynicism at work, but confession time, I've played through the whole game off-screen, and I was a little disappointed by the story. The individual chapters have some fun characters, but overall it doesn't really go anywhere. Kind of peters out at the end without so much as a spectacular final boss fight against a giant robotic newt.
Super rigid. I mean, you are grabbing him. He's probably frozen in fear.
Right, here's your fucking Akuma necklace that kind of looks like you got lots of tits. Bouncy shrooms.
Boing. Getting dead, $5. Your wallet is full is the most unrealistic thing in this game.
There's no paper money, it's all coins. And the coins are like bigger than your head. So frankly, it's a miracle you can carry more than one. Where Big Hops really shines is the moment-to-moment gameplay. It's a 3D platformer that successfully creates that easy-to-learn, hard-to-master feel of classic 3D Marioing. It's simplicity itself to pick up jumping on things and licking other things, but if you can master your suite of traversal powers, including mid-air dives, tummy slides, climbing and wall running, then you can spank the environments over your knee and declare yourself Emperor of the Ceiling. Alright, we're in a desert.
Oh my god, you're making your way through the biomes.
Wow, look at him go. It's like holding down A while climbing a ladder in Dark Souls 2. And now I can yeet the rock. Or indeed mess up the physics. Stand a little bit too close to the edge. Hey, power slide. I'm also fond of the fact that the swinging on things has proper inertia. You maintain the speed you're currently moving at when you release the swing. Doesn't sound like much, but I'm sick of games where you're expected to release at the very far point of the swing because the designers assume none of us players actually understand physics and think momentum is just what a person with a stammer calls a small instance of time. So in summary, there are worse ways to spend an afternoon. Speaking of bad ways to spend an afternoon, let's talk about Quarantine Zone next. It's yet another Papers, Please-esque game, this one where you're the commandant of a zombie apocalypse survival shelter, and your job is to screen everyone who wants to come in to see if they've got signs of infection. And we can add another to the tally of games that try to ape Papers, Please but completely miss the bloody point by not having a time limit, keeping the pressure on. Concrete barriers, chain link fences, all the old hits. Man, put some trousers on. It's snowing. More tiny text.
Come here, mate.
Man, nobody's dressed for the snow. What's going on? She's got red eyes. She's got a bite in her fucking face. So a succession of curiously underdressed apocalypse survivors file past, and you have all the time in the world to examine them for bite wounds, weird eye colours, and other imperfections, you fucking sicko. Gradually increasing in complexity, so you've got an ever-expanding checklist to go through, but again, without the time limit, it's all just busy work and piddling about. Get quarantined, bitch.
No, I promise it's a birthmark.
Talk about a hickey of death. If any of you aren't zombies, you're probably going to die.
It's an LOD bite.
Doesn't seem to be healing either. Yeah. Still, there's a bit more of a management element to make the choices difficult as the resources get slim, and the game certainly got that magical papers please sense of gleeful bureaucratic catharsis that comes from rejecting people, and then watching them cluelessly wander over to the big shed with the high walls, where all the nice men with guns hang out, and counting in my head as I listen out for the distant gunshot. So it was somewhat engrossing, but I kept finding things I didn't like. The zombies gave me freckles. Man, I didn't check her limbs. Hope she didn't have a bite mark. That'd be egg on my face.
She's fucking caked in LOD bites, dude. You just didn't see them.
Look, no bites.
Look, no bites. You seen a mirror since you got here, lady? I didn't like how some things we do from the first-person perspective and some things from the building map. Felt like it would have been better to stick with one or the other, especially since all the interfaces are full of tiny squinty-eye text, often in dark letters against a dark background. Well, he's clearly insane, but, well, I hope you're not infected. Oh, dear. Well, I've got bad news for you, mate. Don't go into the shelter. All my stuff is in there. Wave 2? What? Alright, let's judge people. And then suddenly I'm called upon to mount a turret drone for a quick tower defense kill all the infected mini-game. I didn't like that at all. A very inorganic clash of conflicting gameplay loops, that. Survivor analysis and base management are more than enough gameplay loops for one game, thank you very much. Don't spread yourself too thin. Also, I'm the fucking commandant. I should be delegating shit like this. My job is to manage resources, sort survivors, and maybe on a good day flag the ones I'd quite like to fuck. Our next game is Chronoquartz, something Marty was very vocal in his support for in his paradoxically titled coverage of 20 games from 2025 we haven't covered, and which I thought looked kinda neat. And what do you know, it's another take on the time loop concept, hopefully with no incest babies. The gimmick of this one is that time is measured in room transitions, and on the 10th one you get teleported back to your starting point. 119. Ah, you bugger. Could you tell I wasn't quite sure where to go? Well, their leader is presumably... Oh, damn it, I keep doing that. So we are a little blue-hooded wizard in a top-down 2D Zelda-style world, and there's an evil Dark Lord with an army of monsters who's going to fuck up the time stream in exactly 10 room transitions. Our only hope is to go over that time over and over again, looking for the tools and shortcuts that will enable us to gradually unpick this tangled ball of Christmas lights of a situation, one 10-room block at a time. Never send a red lizard into a room with red... Ah. Aha. Hi. All that stuff you were saying, I'm completely cool with. Don't mind me. Just, taking my berries for a walk. Chronoquartz features a mix of locked doors sealed by inventory items and passcodes and other things that unlock new paths, and some of that Metroid Brainia business where some shortcuts and abilities are already unlocked and we just have to know that we have them. It reminds me of Minute, but with more colours, and with the focus more on puzzles than exploration. I mean, in what I played of Chronoquartz, it never felt like there was more than one place I was supposed to be going at any given moment, so I wouldn't look to this game for the cathartic Groundhog Day experience where you can spend the occasional loop goofing off, learning how to do ice sculptures or whatever. Hello. Respect my authority. I killed your leader for this. Respect me. I'm about to die. Which means I can... What? It's a neat concept, but I found myself running into a lot of little frustrations. Like I'd lock a specific item to save it for the next run, and then unlock it to put it down for a moment, and then forget to lock it again, so next loop I have to go through the rigmarole of recovering it. Yes, this was mostly my fault, but I'd say the game's a bit unforgiving right from the word go when it comes to wasted movement. Realise you've gone the wrong way and double back, and you might as well dome yourself in the skull right there, because you're not going to achieve anything this run. I've been Metroid-brained again.
You've been Metroid-brained. You have no mouth, but you must Metroid brain.
I am officially Metroid brained. Where was that other pew? Pew. Don't mind me. Just taking my pew for a walk. Shit, I'm gonna die now. Bollocks! I forgot about the... On the whole, though, I'd say this one's worth a look if you have a fondness for intricate puzzle design and a tolerance for graphics with multiple levels of pixel resolution, like you mixed all your Legos up with your stickle bricks. And our final game for this fortnight is Mio Memories in Orbit, an indie Metroidvania platformer. I think the indie Metroidvanias were keeping their heads down while everyone got over Hollow Knight Silksong, but apparently they've resumed trickling out. A bit Ligue Nuclear.
What was that? I don't know what that is, but I like that. That sounds French.
Ligue Nuclear. It refers to the art style that Tintin was drawn in.
Tonton.
Nobody ever called it Tonton.
Tonton. Oh, your health!
My
you
health.
needed those.
I need my health. Now, an awful lot of indie Metroidvanias have passed through my inbox over the years, many for which I wouldn't spare more than a passing remembrance if you pressed me, and I can confidently state without fear of second-guessing myself that Mio Memories in Orbit is, of all of them, another one. I mean, what more need be said, frankly? Locked. Well, bollocks to you then, door. Okay. Oh, this is dialogue. That's a character. I wouldn't have guessed. Requires aviaries passepartout. Yeah, this is a bit pretentious. I don't want to be too mean here. There's clearly a lot of care gone into the aesthetics and the UI design, which is all a touch more ornate than perhaps was necessary. But first of all, it's yet another game about a tiny, clueless wanderer exploring a huge, broken-down, once magnificent world, with distinctly Hollow Knighty combat and movement, and all the usual traversal abilities, and a rather obnoxious amount of backtracking even in the first slim hour of the game I streamed. I mean, if you just want another Hollow Knight-like to keep your palms from itching, then I guess it'll do the job, but I can't say it's offering much new to the formula. That was your one chance. Hey, this Hollow Knight clone is hard. I'd be the worst hit man. Yeah, he's probably dead. Let's cash in.
Good enough.
Take a picture of the body like some kind of perv.
Ah!
I refuse to die today. Oh, probably shouldn't have said that at that exact moment. Its one diversion from the usual template is a Nier Automata-style chip-setting mechanic, and even that's not strictly original, as could be inferred from my use of the phrase Nier Automata-style. I wouldn't mind, but right from the title screen the game has this general air of self-importance that can't help but grate against my toenails. Yeah, yep, you're sad. Yeah, I remember. No, I'm done, thanks. We don't want any. Bye, GLaDOS's moody, emo teenage sister. Oh, you...
Oh my god, there's little Pac-Man. He ate your ass.
You got your rascally child to eat my ass.
What a string of words.
What a
wild string of words.
What a low-down tactic that was. It does the slightly pretentious video game thing where they insist on using unique swanky names for basic gameplay concepts. The main currency can't just be credits or souls or whatever, it has to be haptic droplets or whatever it was. Just call it credits! I know what credits are! Stick your energized quantum fragments up your rear-mounted organic waste dispensary.
This video is brought to you by Play Tracker, the app that tracks your cross-platform game library, achievements, stats, and more. Play Tracker works by connecting to various gaming platforms and combining all your data in one place. It offers a unified cross-platform social experience, advanced game library labeling and sorting, fun challenges and progression system, and stats about games and the types of players who enjoy them. Play Tracker is for all kinds of gamers, like this one.
My top tags across all platforms are dating sim and psychological horror. I'm sure that says nothing about me as a person.
And this one.
Huh, my mate Captain Toe Jam 96 and I have a lot of games in common. We should tackle some challenges together.
And even me! I'm better than all of you. Unite your gaming multiverse with Play Tracker today and join the official Second Wind Guild to unlock exclusive profile decorations by playing games recommended by us, a group of ostensibly professional gamers with allegedly great taste in games. Ooh.
Quoting Yugen says, so the Z trigger is like pushing your crotch? Yeah, it's like scratching your asshole. That's what the Z trigger on the N64 was all about.
Basically.
But isn't it true that the T-Rex was actually a scavenger, but media has made them into this scary hunter?
I think scientists just get off on emasculating the T-Rex. Like, oh, we've just read a new thing that says it's got feathers. Oh, we just read a new thing that says it was actually a scavenger and its little puny arms were useless. Oh, we just read another thing that said it used to dress up in little gingham dresses and its mum used to braid its hair.
I just want things to be cool. I like to imagine dinosaurs to be really cool, because they are.
Are they, though? I don't know. If I was at, like, my school reunion and a Triceratops walked in, my first thought would not be, wow, that guy's really glammed up since... he's really bloomed since I knew him.